What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Extra Digest podcast on Football Digest KE, where we eat, sleep football, and then repeat. Of course, in the Extra Digest podcast, we just go a bit further on digesting the games that have happened over the weekend and maybe a preview of the games that are happening over the coming days. We're talking Champions League here and maybe the games happening over the weekend. My name is Nyaassh hosting the show. You can always catch it on Extra Digest podcast on Spotify or Football Digest KE everywhere, basically. On YouTube, on Spotify. You can check the links on Twitter, Instagram, and also Facebook. But mostly you can always check us out on Instagram. All right? Today I'm joined by a man who's making, well, not even your second appearance. Bro. But he's been missing for a minute.
Just 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Timothy is back.
Just 2 weeks.
He's just returned when Arsenal have lost the top spot.
It's about time. I'm here to drink your tears.
Yeah.
But
perfect timing.
Yeah, exactly. But
perfect
with
timing.
Objectivity.
Kidogo. That's why you're here. Otherwise, you're watching kwa streets.
Ungekuwa hapa na watu wa kupiga tu banta. Left, right, center.
Yeah. But it's cool.
Pale kwa kina Zuhum. Hapo ndo kamenuka huko.
Yeah. So we like to be a bit objective as much as we throw banta. How are you doing, bro?
I'm easy. I'm good. I have a golden glove. You know.
Golden.
Tumeshina golden glove na goal difference ya ni 9 ama ni 10.
Huyu jamaa alikuwa anatema juzi.
Yeah, imagine.
Akona golden glove.
That is the best keeper.
Nyang'anywe bwana.
Statistically.
Fana nyang'anywe.
Si mtu wenu wa kufanya hivi.
God damn. Numbers do lie.
Numbers do lie.
This was a lie.
No. Numbers do not lie. The same way you're the guys who've led the league the longest.
See, numbers do lie.
You know how
they do lie. We've led the league for God knows how long, but you're not the top team.
Umetusaidia. Umetusalimia from where?
Top of the table. I'm still top of the table. Number 1 and 2 are very close.
Oh, very.
You don't need cut off.
So now
cut off. Especially when there's like a 15-point gap between 2 and 3. That's like being on top.
You want to pull up the table right now to want to?
There's a whole. Yeah, you can do that.
It's not even about the gap. It's just
I can
your greetings have changed. It's hey, welcome back. It's not greetings from the top of the. See, goddamn, Kwenda, life comes at you fast. Mtu blah 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 her tweet. Gabriel her tweet. Hana internet.
No,
what's happening?
No. Gabriel could be.
But
Gabriel has a baby, man.
Yeah.
All right, so Timothy is coming back. Of course, he's repping Manchester. I like your kit though.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, man. Stars.
Yeah, I gotta support.
Are you lighting up the Kenya Premier League?
Unatafuta mali pa kutolea stress.
No, I'm just asking. I mean, right to stars.
Sawa.
Are you lighting up the Kenya Premier League?
Right now we're a bit dim, you know. I know nyi watu wa Tusker right now you're high.
Ndovu ni cool.
You know? Ndovu ya Tusker ni cool.
Tabidi wameju.
Ya Arsenal ilianguka kwa mti.
Sisi Buda, tuko Kenya.
Ukweli usemwe.
Unajua Kenya Tusker, Kenya Premier League as Tusker. Tutambui by the way, tunapeanga kila mtu pombe.
Unapea karao pombe juzi.
Wanajeshi pombe. Kwenye ile Kenya Police pombe. Majamaa wa ghetto kila Karibang Sharks na Mathare United shots bia. Kila mtu apewe bia. Gor Mahia. Unajua hata AFC Leopards, najua paka zinapenda maziwa sana. Lakini wakitana na Tusker pombe pewa. So I mean, Tusker we do.
It's funny how the names just create the banter for you. It's very easy. But that's where we are. Sisi.
Yeah. I was going to ask you which club lights the Nairobi skyline at night, but
we're here to talk Premier League football.
Yeah, dim. That's still Premier League football, bro.
English Premier League for now. KPL tutakuja baadaye.
KPL bado kulikuwa na mashemeji derby.
Na hukuenda. Mimi hata was kidogo busy. Hukuenda.
Doctor alinidiagnose na something I needed to take care of.
Herpes. Inaitwa herpes.
See what? Right, hiyo tutakata out.
Wajue.
I was caught up between Gor Mahia and Mashemeji Derby and a meeting I had and Arsenal.
So did you watch Arsenal?
Not even Arsenal.
No, Arsenal was in the
Man
evening.
City. Buddha.
You're literally watching the Man City game.
Buddha, those are rivals. Keep your enemies close.
Okay.
Those are enemies. These others, I don't watch them. I can't sit down and watch a Man United game. I mean,
unless they're playing to see them lifting trophies.
I mean, unless they're playing against Man City, I cannot sit down and watch Manchester United. Those are not our enemies.
So you watched Rashford a few months back doing something against Man City.
Now that I did watch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and you did as good, but in the long run we did not capitalize on it.
Tunawasaidia msaidiki hata nyinyi mtusaidia tusaidiki.
Yeah, hutaki kusaidia. I think we want to do this ourselves. I think you see like United clubs.
Sisi yao.
We want to do these things ourselves. Ka Thanos. You know? Fine.
Snap kidogo 8 points clear.
Myself.
Kidogo.
Yeah, man. Anyway, Kenya Premier League. I mean English Premier League. I don't know why I'm
Unahepa ni
gravitating
Arsenal.
to
Sijui kwa nini unahepa sana.
Is he happy, bro? So Arsenal
Why?
lost to Brighton over the weekend, 3-0.
That's where we're starting.
Let's start there.
Okay.
Where do you want to start, though?
No, anywhere.
Yeah,
anywhere.
we lost 3-0 at Emirates Stadium against Brighton. Loss I did not see coming because I thought Brighton, first of all, they don't do well at home. I mean, away from home.
Yeah.
Away from here, bad. They just gotten clubbed by Everton in their previous fixture.
A good 5.
5 of the best.
Yani, at home. That was crazy.
Maze?
But you know what was wild? After that game, De Zerbi came out and said, on Sunday, you'll see the real Brighton.
Fuck
and then
me,
Brighton, I kid you not, and then Brighton go to the Emirates against the title challenging Arsenal, keep a clean sheet, and score 3 times. That's wild. That's wild.
I feel like Brighton did to us what we did to Newcastle.
But
we went to Newcastle
that's actually true,
and beat them and kept a clean sheet.
But it's painful. I feel like it was a
and we were the better
sorry
team at
state
Newcastle.
of affairs. I think was it the 94th minute or something? There's this screenshot of all the Arsenal fans.
Okay, not all, but
most.
a lot of Arsenal fans.
Most.
A lot of
There
Arsenal
were very
fans.
many
Yeah.
in the streets having already
Living,
given up
yeah.
and all that. And there was a question, like, there's some guys who are saying, those fans don't deserve success. I'm not at reiterating or whatever. I'm just saying what he said. That's the meaning of reiterating. I'm not condoning or... What's the word?
Condoning. Let's just say
there's
condoning.
I have to think of the word. That's retweeting. Do that what you
Imeenda.
want. But the thing is, I don't feel the same way. But he was saying those fans don't deserve success because Arsenal has had a fantastic season.
Yeah.
The whole season. Yeah, you guys will say they're bottling and all that. I'm a United fan. I enjoy seeing them not winning just because of the fans, not the team. But the team themselves, they've done, I think, the most they could. I knew, like, this set of fixtures here, Newcastle, Brighton, what. I felt like that's where you'd stumble, not a little earlier. And when that happened earlier, the momentum just, by the time Liverpool, Mko Anfield, 2-2 at Anfield was not the end of the world.
Yeah, it wasn't.
But then again, Zinchenko ako kwa bench, head in hands and all that.
Head down and stuff.
Yeah, and body language is horrible. And you could tell that the gust of wind has been knocked out of Arsenal.
Yeah.
And so now seeing that the fans at the end of before the end of the game leaving in their huge numbers instead of staying and applauding the Nini.
Yeah, the fans, it's terrible, man. I have to be honest.
It's not the best sight. Let me just say that. Yeah.
I mean, there are other fans who did stay behind.
No, of course.
And they were
those
chanting
diehards
Arsenal through even after the 90th minute. Those are the true fans. Those are very nice fans to watch, and I applaud them, honestly.
I wouldn't say the others are fake, but
they are not fake.
Labda the emotion just got the best of them. And just
Absolutely.
like,
I would like to think that's what happened, because anything else
it's
than
like
that,
if we were to
it's
lose
making me a
3-0
bit
at
pissed
home,
off.
hey, miss you can't.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I guess also, the players will know that happened. And that just, I think it's not the best end to the season. And so,
I mean, it's also contrasting because it's coming after us beating Newcastle 2-0. So you're thinking, okay, you've beaten Newcastle 2-0 away from home, so you're going back home. So most likely you put in a good performance, bruv. Okay, we had very close chances, by the way, before Brighton scored their first goal. But again, not clinical enough. And maybe that's something that has come to ail us in the long run, I mean, you've scored a lot of goals.
I think it's just the fuel has run out because you guys used to be very, very, very clinical.
Yeah.
And you are leading.
Fast
Exactly. And so now, the longer a team stays in, they feel like, here we have a chance. They get a goal, and now they have something to defend. And Brighton are really good at defending. Then, poetic justice, or just how unfortunate is it that the ex-Brighton man in Leandro Trossard
had a howler.
Oh my goodness.
Of a match, bro.
And do you know how
That's the worst I've seen him at Arsenal.
screenshots make everything worse? You remember ile nini ya Ramsdale akifanya ilikuwa ni game gani hiyo? Ilikuwa ni Brentford or something. But alikuwa bididi hivi. The same way he was chipped by Undav. It's just the same. Yeah, of course you have to make yourself as tall as possible. But now that screenshot Twitter is having fun. Let me just say that. But it was also very frustrating because that's such a polarizing performance from Trossard, who we've been calling out to be start,
to be given
more
game time,
and all that, because Saka, no lie, the last 2 months has been, and you've said it a few times.
Almost one goal.
You said it a few times, and Martinelli has been hit or miss.
Yeah.
But now the one guy that we were expecting to come good for Arsenal and does that. Yes, it's a moment, but the titles are decided on moments. And so now that's where...
feel like
Man.
as the running came closer and the stakes became higher and the pressure became worse, Arsenal crumbled. And the guys who used to score for us, like Saka, 1 goal in the last almost 5. That's terrible. So it means if he's not scoring, then who is? And you don't have enough depth.
And for Saka, I think it's just since that penalty
Against Bournemouth?
West Ham.
Against West Ham,
West Ham at the London Stadium.
Yeah.
That penalty was very decisive because if he did score it, you'd be 3-1 up. 3-1 up, you have that game wrapped and all that. But he missed that head in hands, and I think he tried a bit too much. But also Arteta kept him on for way too long. I think you're calling for him to be subbed at the 60th minute and all that.
But I think for that, it just goes to show that we don't have the depth.
But you also put it down to the manager's decision-making.
Inexperience?
In the sense that so there's inexperience to some extent, but he's been Pep's shadow. So he's known how decisions are made when you're running and gunning for titles and all that. And why is he not doing that now? I'm asking because
I feel like it's that because I mean you could see like when you were playing against Manchester City, they tweaked their side. You see like their formation, they changed it a little bit. You had Stones playing the midfield, and you don't expect that normally, right? But Arteta still went with the same approach that he did in the previous game, and he kept it even in the next game, and still brought no results.
I wouldn't fault him because that's what has worked for a long time.
Yeah,
but if you're not able to,
sometimes.
if you don't change, then it becomes easy to beat you.
If you don't change, right?
Exactly.
So you could have maybe tweaked it a little bit.
So I think blame Kidogo managers, Kidogo players. But
I feel like also the manager was not helped by the fact that it's not quality depth. Because if you take off Saka, then which other person are you bringing in that has the same kind of threat as Saka does?
And that's why I just keep going back to my prediction earlier and saying that Man City would win it. It's just because Man City have all those options. They are like, it's not saying Arsenal is bad or any other team is bad. It's just Man City are 2 levels above all of us.
Yeah.
You take out, let's say, Bernardo, you bring in Mahrez. You can take out De Bruyne, push up Gundogan. You put Rodri to the side. Calvin Phillips, bro, was balling last year. But he's just there watching. Probably yendo amewashikia kakis. You know?
Yeah.
And so because they have all those options, that's why they'll do well in the Premier League. That's why now they are taking Real Madrid into a very interesting second leg, which we'll go into. But unfortunately, I think the league is done. I believe there are 3 games to go. City
Unless madness happens.
Now that one,
that would be the maddest thing of all.
I really don't know what we do. We're talking about this.
There's
like that would be worse than Liverpool. Ile time ya Crystal Palace so draw 3-3.
Way worse.
Because there are literally 3 games left. City literally can draw all 3.
Yeah.
And so
I think if they draw, they don't.
No.
They don't lose the
they
title.
need 3 points. They need 3 points.
Yeah, if they draw, then that's it.
If they draw all 3, they win. That's what I'm saying.
They still don't lose the league.
Like, so for them to nini is
unless they get beat.
Unless they draw 2 and lose 1.
Yeah.
Or draw 2, lose 1, draw 1, lose 2.
Yeah.
Or lose all 3.
Which this City side.
And these guys have won. Is it 11 or 12 in a row?
Yeah,
it's just
11.
It's wild.
Yeah.
So
it's insane.
I think the writing's on the wall.
It is.
Yeah.
Haaland's still struggling to get to 40, though. I said that he's not going to get to 40 goals.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I said he's not going to get to 40. I feel like he's not going to get to 40. He's what, 37 now?
But you know who he has next? Chelsea.
Wanyonge.
Chelsea. Let's pick a first half hat trick. Bana. And did you see that he had customized boots?
Oh, he did?
Yeah, so they had the number 35 because he broke the record and all that. And he scored. So he took a marker, cancelled the 35 and wrote 36 and took a photo. I found that very cool. That's bad man. Not everyone can do that. That's bad man. Yeah.
I just like how the way he was absolutely pocketed by a man like Rudiger. of which
I can't wait to talk about that game.
I've not seen that happen to Haaland the whole fucking season. The only person who I so tried to antagonize him like that. No.
But sure, I'm not defending Akili, not physically.
Nani anakuantagonize? He's all over your fucking case. Pushing,
Rudiger was poking him.
The only person who I saw come close to that was Tarkowski. And they were playing against Manchester City. He let him while draw.
Bad man.
Haaland, I think, still scored in that game, and it was in Tarkowski's case. So, yeah, that was special by Rudiger. It was good to watch. So, Arsenal 3-0 loss against Brighton.
Yeah.
Can we say we did not bottle, just lost to a much more experienced City side, which is state-backed, and they do a lot of financial doping. And they are just, like you said, levels above.
That's true, but at some point, you are a few points ahead.
We were 8 points at some point.
Exactly.
I don't know if they had the game in hand, but we were 8 points clear.
That's a lot of points. And that was way before, I think that was before you played them and all that. And so, the reason why people say you bottled it and why I might agree sometimes is because it was in your hands. Literally, you even had the luxury to lose a game, lose this one, draw that one, and I think now the laxity came at the worst time. Absolutely. It came at the worst time because now City are on a run, and now you being chased by City, and you can go back to previous episodes and I was saying the worst thing is having Man City chasing you because they are relentless. Yeah, and so I think probably just the inexperience got the better of you. The better part of us. Yeah, me hata sina ubaya. So like we are now relaxed. We have relaxed. Banta usifungue tu status yangu. Usibutani block,
just so clear with those who saying Arsenal have bottled, I think this is the biggest bottling job of the Premier League history. That's a fucking lie.
No, but you see the thing is
back a little bit. Since the Premier League began, there are guys who have bottled worse than we have. Manchester United have bottled worse than we have. Newcastle have bottled worse than we have. At some point in time, Newcastle were 11 points clear. Manchester United, Ferguson akachezea Kevin Keegan mind games. Kevin fucking lost it. Yeah. And they fucking lost the league. They were 11 points clear. Man United at some point in time, there's a time you are 11, is it 12 points clear? I think 97-98 season. That's the first season of Arsene Wenger. I don't know what you guys did.
That's fine.
Will collapse? I think the same.
We did.
Kila mahali unaendanga after a certain game, those teams that are at top, out of 7 games, unapata ni like 2 wins.
Wameshinda mbili It's true.
It happens. So there have been bigger bottle jobs.
Yeah, no, but this one is wild.
But you see, this one, those teams were not up against a state-backed side.
It's not even that. You're going to say
state-backed side, much more experienced, and they do financial doping.
But the thing is, do you know how long you are top?
It doesn't matter, bro.
247 days.
You can stay for 250 or 87.
4-play FC.
If you're up against a state-backed side and an experience like Manchester City.
But bro, now
unajua Man City washiko find
mulipewa head start. Mumekuwa top hadi kutoka lini? 8 ni mingi.
8 points clear. But I'm telling you that people had 11. Your own United had 12
points. That's fine. As we've won enough.
We
learned.
That stop you from being bottlers. You still bottle.
You still call us bottlers and we've won it. See how many times?
Yes,
3 times in a row.
You bottled also somewhere in the season. Actually twice.
Oh, wallahi.
Yeah. I mean, that's why out of winning it a lot.
There's one who's been ahead at Christmas more than Arsenal. You've done it 4 times.
It's okay.
And you've lost on each. So you're bottling. You're the one who can give me a lesson. Me, I don't know.
No, of course. How come you don't know a United fan?
I don't know. We did it once.
Did you start watching the football yesterday?
No, you know I didn't start. How do I beat you in every quiz? How come I beat you at every quiz? You know bezo hizi nini? Wewe unajua vizuri sana. Si unasema si mimi ndo nakushow. Si mimi ndo nakushow. But fact is imeenda.
Hiyo imeenda. Unless madness happens.
Walisema KPIs were achieved mko Champions League football. Sisi bado we are still.
Let me tell you, the primary objective for Arsenal was getting the top 4.
I like how.
Kuna primary and secondary objectives. If you know these things.
Ligi tuliwa force.
Primary was getting top 4.
Which you did.
Done. Secondary,
very early,
you
actually.
Found yourself, hey, would have got top bana. Yo, I mean with the
because sisi da quadruple.
Yeah, but haya kuna venye ni kama tunaweza bima quadruple ni.
Hiyo ikwagi sisi kina United kina train na well beast pale Twitter. Hao ndio wanatudini wanapusha jana.
I mean, we are supposed to enjoy every fucking moment on top.
Yeah, it's true. You should.
You should not cow from
usiogope banta. Unaogopa banta.
Only exist toka hiyo time na banta ilikuwa sasa.
Pira udunda.
Anyway, that's that.
You've made progress. Next season, if you get the financial backing, you should have the pulling power. But it's Arsenal, it's also a big club. You should be able to get a few more signings, and who knows, you'll go again.
Get over the line. Maybe get over the line eventually. I feel like we'll do proper signings over the summer. There is money. Guys want to come to Arsenal now. You just have to cherry pick on who you want.
Yeah.
I feel like if we do that, you see, like for this, you can excuse yourself and say, we don't have the Champions League before, so there are some top tier quality players we didn't get.
Yeah.
Now you are there. You'll get those top tier. So it's up to you now to get them or not. If you don't get them, that's your own problem. Yeah. It's not like we don't have Champions League to offer. You have everything to offer. So next season hatuwezi kama hapa tena tuseme, hey mazee unajua tuko na enough depth,
you're better negotiating power actually.
Now it's very different. Moving on.
But also, just one more nini. De Zerbi and what he's done with Enciso has been very special. That's a 19-year-old kid.
Yeah.
He's managed his minutes very well in the Premier League. Ni FA Cup ndo tuliwapeleka semi ni FA Cup and PL2. Unajua anacheza hata hiyo ligi ya pili and all that. And so seeing him produce in such games consistently. He's very nice.
I have to be honest. I didn't know about the season.
I also didn't.
That Chelsea.
Banger.
Yeah, banger.
I'll say ule ni Kepa. Namna gani?
Hii tunaweza.
Now, speaking of Chelsea, tunaingia Chelsea ama tunaenda wapi?
Chelsea mazeni amehepa James Bond settings bana.
Inakuanga hivyo last game inakuanga hivyo but that was last week
against Bournemouth
sasa
and then he went on to draw against Forest then he's going up against Man City
and then after City United
and imagine he doesn't lose those 2 games somehow he just doesn't
I'd be surprised
you hapo you can draw somewhere and you're away from home
and now you know because City know that's a coronation
they are clapping those bastards vibaya
big time. The only time they had nini like that ilikuwa sisi ile time ya Pogba unakumbuka and Pogba dyed his hair.
When you beat them.
Yeah, the 3 to the comeback. Unasema hapana. Ni shindeni lakini sina sisi.
Si Chelsea wafanya.
Lakini sijui kama mnajua Chelsea. Okay? Unasema unavaa blue ile. Si unakuwa na jezi ya Chelsea wewe?
It was forced on me. Yes I do.
So unaivaa?
Where?
Hii game ya nini Man City Chelsea?
Don't you can survive tena.
Okay. Unasema uweze osha na sabuni ya ushindi.
Hey. Tavaa Man City washinde. Siwezi kaa nikiwacha Man City.
Honestly, me I feel like, Chelsea man, but Awoni is doing a good job. Awoni amepiga back-to-back braces. Our Nigeria nini? Yeah. Ile game nyingine wakipiga Southampton. They won 3-2.
4-3.
Was it 3-2 or 4-3?
4-3.
It was 4-3, yeah. Alikuwa na brace.
God damn.
Sasa hii amepiga brace Stamford Bridge. Mendy 16 minutes in.
Mendy? It shows why he was being benched by Kepa.
But it's unfortunate because literally, was it a year before he was the best keeper in the world? And now, like
shadow of himself.
What kind of?
But I think it just shows when you don't get the game time and you don't get to play, then confidence.
Actually,
yeah.
But Chelsea are safe.
I think ni kama confidence ya Ferrari sasa iko F1. Iko chini mbaya.
Watu wa F1 watakama ongelee. Mimi sijui.
F1 ni Red Bull, Mercedes, Ferrari ni just uko.
Red Bull hakuna Monster.
Third wheeler. Ferrari ni third wheeler.
Sema wanapelekana 2 days.
Hadi sasa imepitwa hadi na nani? Imagine sasa imepitwa hadi na what do you call it? Aston Martin.
Aston Martin najua ni music.
Aston Martin na gari yenyewe. Sasa Ferrari tulikuwa sema Ferrari ni kama nani?
Chelsea.
Ni third wheeler anyway.
Unfortunate.
They're doing everywhere. They've been doing so for a minute. Man City, are they getting the trouble?
So now the league is sewn up.
Almost done and dusted.
Yeah, let's say 98%.
Yes.
Unajua vile download you kwa 99%.
Alafu stima inapotea.
And the funny thing is, that's happened to us when we were recording. You remember?
Yeah.
Tukiwa hapa na Dex.
The same happens to Manchester fucking City.
But it's almost pushing. But now, the season for them it's 2 games. They're hosting Real Madrid.
Yes.
And they're at a neutral ground against Man United. And so, man, mimi nataka tu Real ifanye mambo. I feel like I have more faith in.
Are you confident? You don't look confident, bro.
Like
with Madrid as far as the Champions League tie with Man City.
So honestly, I thought they'd probably get like 2 goals, keep the clean sheet at the Bernabeu. Exactly.
Keep a clean sheet.
Yeah.
No,
the thing is, it's a Champions League game.
Yeah.
Champions League Real Madrid is a different animal. You know that. And so I really didn't think we'd score a lot, but also I didn't expect us to concede. And so 1-1, leaves everything in the balance. And you know, Man City pale home, Joanna fans wanachezanga sound kwa hizo speaker zao.
Wanakuja buda.
Hizi wagani.
Kwani na tifo.
Wagani hawajazi hata hawajazi nini. Tifo ni sawa, kila mtu anaweza shona, anaweza print. Hiyo ni sawa.
Genuinely now City do have fans who come for the Champions League fixtures after all those.
Uliona nini ya Sheffield wakiwa FA Cup semi-final and they didn't even feel their own nini their own what's it called the
stands out.
Exactly.
Uko unajua ni London, Manchester unajua ni kama Kamega ni ocha. Watu wanaweza kaa sana before afike tao.
Hata wajazagi stadi.
Unajua mzee Kamega ukikuja alafu umpeleke Koinange Street hata hajui K Street ni wapi bro. Ataenda tu River Road huko sijui Nyamakema.
Afya center.
Ikikuja London anakuwa bet, intimidated and stuff.
But yeah, I think I don't know how. I don't think I'm as confident because Man City at home anything could happen.
Bro.
But the last time we were there, Vinicius alifanyia Fernandinho or something. So that's what's in my mind.
Fernandinho is not there anymore. So you are a beast of a player.
Do you know Nakamavinga alitoka weekend na injury?
Oh.
He was clapped.
Good one. Alikuwa anacheza mid. Yuko anacheza defense. Nani alikuwa? Mendy alicheza.
Mendy's back. But yeah,
when he played, I'm like, why was he not playing the Champions League fixture?
Kamavinga is injured, man. I don't know if he'll be fit because that's tomorrow.
But I
the
think
day after
Mendy
tomorrow.
is solid enough.
No, like Kamavinga is so much better with the ball and progressively. Mendy is a bit na unajua pia game time and all that. So the treble is very much on.
For Manchester City.
It's decided pale Wembley.
Yeah.
And the thing is, United have something to defend. We have our own seme sisi peke yetu ndo tuko na treble England.
Yeah.
And so we have a bit more. But also for them, on the flip side is we have the opportunity to also get a treble and tell United,
sit back. We
are in town as well.
It seems like it's a Manchester thingy.
Well.
Yeah. Well. Nakufurahisha hapa. Just wanted to be
well, thanks.
Be happy. Staki salamu zako bana. Staki.
You see how to beat the system. Unaona? Okay. But yeah, I think it's on. It's on. Yeah.
That's going to be dope.
Yep.
Do you think if they win it, they are better than your treble?
Of course not.
I mean, it depends on how they win it.
No, it's Man City. It's not. I don't think it's better than treble because look at the teams that we were playing that time. Look at the run year Champions League that we had. We had to play Juve, who were top of the Nini that time. We had to play,
I think, difficult run.
Juve, Barca, was it Inter, Bayern? So it was mad. And that's why it was really loaded. Not even just a treble, even that Champions
The running was difficult.
It was mad. And Roy Keane just came clutch and all that. And so
for Manchester City, they've just cruised through the Champions League. You guys were almost getting done.
It was war every game.
Yeah,
war.
So does it depend on how they win it? If they cruise through, would you say they're better than you guys?
Not really, but also I may sound biased, but not really. But also I'd give them credit because for them to win it, that means they'll have had to knock out the best
holding champions.
Exactly, they are the holders. Exactly, and then they go.
They're not even knocking out the holding champions in the finals. They are knocking out the holding champions in the semis. So there's still another hurdle to get past.
Exactly, and so if they do it well.
Yeah, not to take anything away from the 1999 treble. That was huge, definitely.
Yeah.
Let's not try to water down on what they did.
It's true, but also there's
but
recency
don't forget,
bias.
This Manchester City side, like I said, a lot of financial doping. It's very different from your side.
You know what's crazy?
I know you guys used to spend also, by the way.
But not to this extent.
Of course. Not to this levels that you're saying with Manchester
City. And that's
City.
why right now I don't know if there's that attachment to... Like now you see with City winning, they're about to win the league 3 times in a row. It's not something we are writing home about. It's just like, it's Man City. They've bought everyone. Every defender is 50 plus million and all that.
They have pending charges. 100
every single time. There are charges and nothing is being done. And so that's why City will never be taken seriously.
Yeah, absolutely. Plus, bado in Kenya mafans hawaja grow, bado ni watatu.
Wako na WhatsApp group.
Ya watu watano?
Ni poa bro. Unatumanga message after 5 minutes ni blue ticks kwa so, group ikiwa blue ticks kila mtu amefungua. Jaribu hivyo kwa group ya Arsenal ama United. Haitawahi. Na hizo ukitoka group hivi kuna mtu asha join na link.
Yeah,
kuna mtu ameadiwa. So
Man City ukitoka hivi kuna mtu anajoin.
But you see like now
wewe utarudi.
It's a fun thing. Juu pale like in England most United fans wanted Arsenal to win to win the league. Because now for them you see
there
in their local
huko Nairobi ndio mko na ufala.
Huku ni sisi bro 2003 tumeshinda kati ya Man U na Arsenal. Man City wamekam tu. Ilikuwa ni last week.
Ni last week.
So that's
makes a lot of sense.
Even ndio kuko.
That's the top of the table, bro. Let's look at the bottom of the table because so much is happening in between. Not worth.
Saints are down.
Yeah.
Down and out.
They are marching all the way to the fucking
championship.
I mean, it's terrible. I feel sorry for the Saints, man.
I
actually think they are the youngest squad in the league. Arsenal is second.
Wait, I say
either this season or the last season. But 1-2 ni Arsenal and Southampton. Regardless of that, one team that is young is on top. The other team is out, down and out.
Semantics.
Yeah. But this one is literally down and out.
That one they're down.
Confirmed. This is the best time to kuvamia Southampton and take all the good Saints.
Unasema.
Leave the other ones.
If you're to sign someone from Southampton, who would you sign?
Ooh, good
That's
question.
not James Ward-Prowse.
Buddha, kwa nini ni limit to James? Not to pick James.
Bro, nimetoa tu mtu mmoja.
There is James. There is it called Lavia? Ama ni Lavina?
Yeah, Lavia. But I think he's on loan from City. I don't know if he's on loan from City or he's actually sold from Manchester City.
but he has some links with Manchester City. I would definitely take him that one. That's one for the future. Goodbye, Lokonga. We'll keep Lavia. Yeah.
Oh, Lokonga.
Lokonga is still Arsenal, bruv. Like, that nigga needs to go like
I didn't know. I
yesterday.
thought for real, he wasn't sold.
No, you got Palace, London.
Well, damn.
Akiwezi kaa mbali na tao. Anyway, Lokonga needs to leave.
Nasema nakuja game ka fan.
Anakuja game kaa fan.
Ingia kama mashemeji dabi.
Pale la Crystal Palace anyway wako na mzae siku hizi ameanza kushinda but damn. That nigga needs to go. You can get Lavia. I also understand anaitwa Alcaraz.
Yes.
I understand he's good.
Alcaraz.
I will not take him because I don't need him.
Alcaraz alifunga nani juzi? Ilikuwa
alitufunga jinga. He actually scored and assisted.
The first nini
Yeah. He seems like a good player.
He's a good player. Would you okay, I don't think you guys need him, but Walker Peters, would you
Kyle
look
Walker
at?
Adios muchacho.
Ama ni juu ya Spurs links.
Nah, I still don't like him. Yeah. He's not solid enough. He's not what you're looking for.
But Spurs Soton are gone.
Soton are gone. It's
None of us were surprised.
I feel like they've been evading this thing for me. Nika Burnley last season but one.
It's about time, yeah.
Data unapiga dodge na championship
last game unarudi.
Buda mwisho unapata na blow.
Nakwanga
It's
hivyo.
exactly happened like that for Southampton. It's a pity though. I feel like one team that might join them, which would be even a bigger pity, because they just won the league less than a decade ago. The fucking Foxes. They're not cunning enough, are they?
No.
They're not cunning enough. If they were cunning, I don't think
claws are not sharp anymore.
They are not sharp at all.
Unless, like, what does the Fox say? You were thinking that 10 years ago. Now they're going to the championship.
Buda.
And I feel like they'll go huko. Na walitu nyima Madison tukimtaka ile time.
Hata si walitunyima.
Na sasa waende. Hata ukitumbea 10 million. Siwezi. Hapana jaribu. Mtu wa 7th day. Hapana jaribu. Kwende. Like good riddance. Honestly. Walitugonga na Maguire.
First of all, well done to the Foxes. The only big business they've ever done, the only right thing they've ever done as a club, besides winning the league, is getting 70 million from... Was it 70 or 80?
Bro, it was 80.
Holy cow.
80. But also,
they made, I think, a 70 million pounds profit.
They did that. They sold Chilwell for a lot of money.
Yeah, 50. They sold Kukurea for 60 million. Kukurea and Brighton. Oh, sorry.
Losing Schmeichel was just, I think, for me, that's where the downfall began.
I will tell you the downfall where it began. It began with the summer of 2021. Losing
Schmeichel and then Ricardo Pereira getting injured.
Yeah, that was a big blow.
That just...
Yeah.
And so... And then, later, Vout phase.
Kama kuna defender shitty.
Kuna mtu alisema...
Has to be that guy.
Kuna mtu alisema kajini yako ya kwanza ni Vout. Hapana jaribu kucheza mpira.
Yeah?
Usijaribu.
Ukisikia tu mpira.
Ukisikia Vout. Get out. Faiz, Weghorst.
Makes fucking no sense, bro. How did you get Wout Weghorst? Okay, what the fuck are you looking for when you're getting Wout Weghorst?
So, he was leading at the time. For
leading
pressures.
where?
Listen, sunisikiza, sinimi ndo nakusho.
In Turkey?
Tulia. Top 5 leagues. Globally. Yeah? Pressures applied by a striker. Yendo alikuwa mbele. Meaning, yendo busybody. Welewa. And so, the point was to force high turnovers. Wanna get? But now for us where that has not worked, why that has not worked is because our wingers, probably our number 10 and all that, have not been as clinical. And so, in a striker, you'll judge a striker by the goals. Me, that's why we are all frustrated with Vegas. Tunaonanga akiwom, hey, unaisha nguvu. Game ya Wolves juzi, we were 1-0 up. Yeah? Naona kijijamaa hii. Naona akiwom, nasema kia Mungu. Oi. Hii ni 1-1. You can see it. The writing is on. Thank God for Garnacho, man. But yeah, so tulikuwa tunaongelea nini?
Why you got Wout Weghorst?
But we're talking about Leicester before.
Yeah, before like you're saying Wout, anybody with Wout.
Yeah.
On Dokea. Hands off red flag.
Apana jaribu.
Yeah. So I was saying like Leicester, I feel like for me the Rain started beating them in the summer of 2021 because there was a time when they did not make any signings and then the fans were promised you as they will do that this summer yenye imepita sasa. So 2021 they signed Patson Daka. Amekuwa Daka. Ni Daka. Doro. Iku Daka ni Doro. Daka ni matope. Patson has been shitty, bruv. They also bought Bubakari Sumare. At that point in time I was like, shit.
Sumare was a good player, but I don't know if nani hata alifunga ni Spurs ndio alifunga ile kraka.
Sumare?
Sijui nani walifunga kiwa a very nice goal.
Yeah.
And I think we even talked about it on the nini, but he was not managed well. Hiyo ilikuwa time ya Rodgers.
I think then there's another dude they bought. They bought 3 guys.
Tete.
Vestergaard.
Wachana nini? There's this left.
Tete alikuja, I think could be January or last summer.
That's a left winger, ndio?
Yeah. He has just shown flashes of his brilliance. He has not sparkled like throughout the season. So Vestergaard amekuwa crap, Patson Daka amekuwa crap, Bubakari Sumari amekuwa crap.
Injuries have needed them.
Injuries have also not helped.
Madison was out for a while. Pereira, Vardy, Red Bull iliisha.
Yeah, nguvu hakuna.
Like
there is nothing.
It's about time.
And then last summer, Buddha, that's when now they did the howler of all howlers. They went and bought Wout Faes. Na another Monday manaitwa Harry Suter. Uchafu mingi mbaya.
Brother Maguire.
Alafu hiyo time wakaongezea kina Johnny Evans contract. Evans
by the way.
Yeah, when he didn't deserve. Wakakosa kuuza Yuri Telemans when he was at the peak, bro. Hiyo ndio time alikuwa amefunga cracker in the FA Cup final.
Alifunga Chelsea. Kisha one
beautiful goal. That would have been the best time to make the most of Yuri Telemans. They didn't sell. Would have gotten a lot of money. There is no way they're getting anywhere close to that.
Yeah.
This time around with
it becomes very easy to buy from Leicester.
Yeah.
You get
even Madison they would have sold and gotten a lot of money to invest.
100 easily.
Because Onalia hakuna pesa.
Easily.
They sold Schmeichel like you are saying only for them to bring who?
Ward
apeleke hospitali.
Ward angekaa hospitali wala. Hiyo ni nini shwali?
Ward na is it Everson na mani Evanescence? That dude ako chini bana.
That's why in rock.
Yeah. Everson, Evanescence, that crappy goalkeeper, he's full of crap. Those guys are just terrible. The management at Leicester absolutely lost it. And then they went and did an upgrade of, I don't know if it's an upgrade, I'll start from scratch, their training facility. It'll make headlines, bro. Top notch, high class,
for
class, 100 million euros. No, pounds.
Nikaushaona ukienda fiber side, kuna boys amevaa kit. Kila kitu ni mpya, anatoa materials kwa box.
Yeah.
Nini yako na kit juu chini shin guards. Lakini skill, bro. Nothing. Nada. Nikaa Vegost. That's Leicester for you with their facility.
Hapo kidogo I feel attacked.
Why? No, it's okay. It's okay. Unasema una fast touch.
Skills.
Skills ni tofauti.
Skills tuliacha.
Skills ni PR.
Kwa pitch, actual pitch is where we draw the line.
Vile inafaa.
So far, I mean, Leicester out of that, I think somewhere they recorded losses of 92 million, bro.
That's mad.
Leicester wakirecord losses highs of Buddha. You're
in
trouble.
Mad.
Yeah. So out of those respects, injuries, poor recruitment, poor management, they're going down the drain. I would not be surprised if they go down.
It's so unfortunate because Leicester for like 2-3 years had our hearts. Like in a sense that 2015-16 was such a
league.
Beautiful story.
Champions League unajua walifika hadi quarters, bro.
Bana. And then also when they lost Kun Vichai, Svira Thanaprabha.
Say that again?
Svira Thanaprabha.
No, the whole name.
Kun Vichai. Ingine ni stress. Ni mtu wa Thailand. Svira Thanaprabha.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. But nilikuwa nimeandika a lot. So, but when he passed on with the proper crash and all that, you're ultimately drawn to Leicester just because of the emotion. And so, man, seeing them go down is very unfortunate.
I mean, I still feel they have quality players. They have Ndidi.
They do, bro. They have Ndidi, who we wanted at some point.
I think they're gonna have to leave now.
Ndidi might leave. Harvey Barnes, bro.
Harvey Barnes, Dark Knight. Wait, Harvey Barnes ni Dark Knight. Kulikuwa na Harvey Barnes Dark Knight. Only Harvey Dent. Harvey Dent.
Uli download nini Warp Trick.
Harvey Dent.
But yeah, so Ndidi, you have Tielemans, Madison, Barnes. These are players that
top
at some point this season, Castagne,
Pereira.
If Pereira manages to stay fit, you can really rate
Justin.
Oh, Justin was
my injuries tukisema
wali nini end of season mapema. Na alikuwa FPL yetu 4.5 million.
Yeah, ali take mapema ndio best literally.
Yeah. But so naona, and if they lose most of these players, they might be in the championship for like a year or two. This is not those straight.
Unajua pia hakuna pesa huko, bro. Already unapiga malosses za 90M. Alafu mpoteza kina Harvey Barnes, Madison na the only guys who can take you back. Their recruitment is already shitty.
Yeah.
So you can't use recruitment there to say we'll get some shrewd signings and then they'll click and we'll get ourselves back. Buddha,
maybe their hope is now you see fringe players in the Premier League. Watu wanatafuta loan nini. Hapo unapeleka McTominay. Ana bang 20 goals, 20 assists nini, you know. So maybe that's
if they need such players, at Arsenal we have a lot to
hata si
discuss.
tuna kadhaa tuko na striker deadly sana. He's passionate.
Who that?
Si lazima niseme jina but wewe jua atawafanyia kazi poa sana. He'll connect to the fans, he'll apply pressure, he'll sell 3 jerseys at most.
Oh, that dude is gone, bana. He's on loan.
WW ataenda.
WW is on loan.
Wala anarudi wapi?
Burnley.
Get
He's
there.
back in the fucking Premier League.
No.
Yes.
Why is he back in the Premier League?
It's Burnley wako promoted.
But atanzia Burnley. If your company right now, would you take back Weghorst? Honestly.
If I'm company.
For real, looking at Burnley's team.
Dude maybe has, I don't know how many years to go for contract yake. He might just stay, I don't know.
Man, but
he's definitely back in the Premier League. I can't wait for him to come up against Manchester City and then he faces who be your defenders?
Ruben Diaz. Okay, what are we talking about?
Your defenders, Manchester United.
Sisi.
I meant United, sorry, not City.
Surely. By then we'll have King Min-jae, we'll have Licha will be back, Varane,
Kim Min-jae.
rotate.
Kim Min-jae.
Tushaanza kuchanga by the way. Uko na nini? Uko na kachuani?
Inaitangwa aje ile nini ya kuchanga ya online?
Mchanga. Ama wataka GoFundMe.
Yeah, that's what you have.
Hiyo.
To get Kim Min-jae.
Tuko kadhaa kuna King Min-jae na tutaki pesa mingi labda chwani.
Oh yeah?
50M.
We can share the link there in the
Please,
description
Is
box.
Yeah. Please. Yeah.
They need Kim Min-jae.
We need him.
But honestly speaking, whoever gets that guy, fuck me.
Oh yeah. And you know what's wild is when he was being signed for Napoli, guys were like, who is this?
Who's this guy?
Honestly, but
Especially considering who he was replacing.
he was replacing Koulibaly.
Yeah, Jurgen.
And so those are big boots to fill. But now he comes in his first season, he slots in.
Yeah.
And as much as the praises have been ringing for Osimhen and Kvaratskhelia, lakini Majina too.
Kvaratskhelia.
But those two have been, of course, your poster boys and all that.
Yeah.
But Kim Min-jae.
He's a juggernaut.
Yeah.
You know, the first time I saw Kim Min-jae was in the World Cup. I didn't even know he was in Napoli.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, for South Korea. He was bowling.
Oh,
like, umseni wapi? Kwa kana sikia ati yako Napoli. Like, watcha? And then I saw him play for Napoli and he was brilliant.
Then now you see him in
like,
action.
fuck,
Yeah.
yeah.
Very good defender.
Replacing Koulibaly mwenye alikubali kuwa matope at Chelsea finally.
What play.
It's up, bro. Hey. Yeah.
Do your skill.
Yeah.
Ulikuwa unasema nini?
Skill ya
Unasikia
mdomo nayo.
PR.
Kwa miguu ndio sina.
PR.
All right. So that's bottom line. Let's see the third team who's joining Southampton.
I feel like that will be decided
agree
on the
Leicester's going
last day. I hope it's decided on the last day.
Because even Everton are in the mix, bruv.
And who do Everton have to play?
Everton play, I think, Wolves and some other team there. Not Bournemouth, if I'm not wrong. Not difficult teams. Everton, Forest have to play the would have been champions. Arsenal.
Hey, that's changed.
Yeah.
What happened to incoming? Oh, but sorry, I
Would have
digress.
been champions.
Continue.
And another difficult fixture. I don't know which one that is. I feel like it's a proper tie between Leeds and Nottingham Forest. I feel like nani wanaweza ponyoka. Everton. Just.
Me, and do you remember when I was telling you, I feel like Forest will escape just because of their home form. If this
The
guy
next
is...
home game is against the would have been champions.
Nyinyi?
Yeah.
But what do you guys have to play for?
Everything.
There's,
I mean, what if Manchester City doesn't win?
what? Have you seen Man
But
City of late?
just because you have nothing to play for, that mean you just go there and just
No. But you see that happens because now probably Arteta might wake up and decide I'm going to
Ateta
rotate.
atawachinja.
Aende-
Wende mcheze ufala huko ati
Atachinja nani?
see all the players.
Na vile kwa press conference,
Well, he was very deflated. For the first time, he did not defend any player.
exactly now,
So
and you see,
he's not doing that twice.
well,
I know that for sure. He's not doing that twice.
but
Yeah.
in my mind, I feel like Nottingham. This is the worst time, as you're saying. This is the worst time to play people that are fighting for their lives.
Yeah.
And so what can Nottingham, man, at home, that's a tough game for you guys, and I don't think there's enough for you to fight for.
Yeah.
And so maybe I still think Nottingham will make it through. West Ham and everyone else above them are safe.
So you're banking on who?
I
Who's
think
joining Southampton?
Leeds.
Leicester?
Leeds.
Leeds and who?
See, Leeds and Leicester.
Leeds and Leicester.
Leicester are not paying up. I think it's Leeds and Leicester. Hivyo vile iko sahi.
Yeah. Big Sam is not talking big. He's not walking the big talk.
But you see, for him, unfortunately, he came in and his first game is at the Etihad.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very nice. It's good for him that he lost 2-1 because that's not everyone loses 2-1 to Man City at Man City. And so I think it was a bit too much for him. It was 4 games. 4 games, your first game is Man City.
Yeah. Kazi rahisi. I think alikuwa ametulia tu kejani alafu like, hey, kuna kakazi fulani unaweza kula
some good money.
Tens of thousands
Why
of
not?
pounds.
Why not?
Nakuja ASAP.
All right. Well.
let's digress a little bit and just look at other leagues happening. Barcelona, they won the league eventually this season at Espanyol. Bruh, I feel like they have the record for the most clean sheets. They have broken that record for the most clean sheets. Ter Stegen has broken a previous record that was set, I think, by Victor Valdez.
Oh, wow.
The former Man United flop. It's crazy how... I had to throw that one in.
It's okay.
But yeah, I mean, Barcelona have been brilliant. Wako na 1-0 kibao, bro.
Have they?
They have won the league. Doesn't matter how you win the league.
So, hear me out. I feel like in Spain...
They almost did a double in Madrid. I think they ilienda 1-1, El Clasico. Yeah.
In the league. My thing is, if Real is having a bad season in the league, that's Barca guaranteed. If Barca has a bad season in the league, that's Real guaranteed.
Well, unless Atletico do something.
But it's Atletico. They're defending every time.
Well, they won the league, I think, some
2012.
That's the last time.
It's been... So 2012?
They won 2021.
Yes.
Oh, Suarez.
Yes.
Sorry. But they're pragmatic and all that. And so I feel like, I don't know if they've been amazing. It's just, yes, they've won the league, credit to them and all that. I think Real have just been lackluster in the league. Yeah.
They've not been as serious and as lethal.
And maybe Real's focus shifted to, like, ever since La Decima, maybe now they knew, ikitu, in the focus here to just Champions League, just to make sure because the La Liga, you won't be attracted to Real because of La Liga.
Oh, yeah.
Or because you'll...
Because they're already a household in Spain.
Exactly.
So it's not like you underlook and downplay the La Liga. You want to win it, of course. But if you want to get more fans on board and make more sales, because wale wako busy mbaya.
Hey, bro.
Hey, Madrid wako busy.
Umesikia anataka nani?
Bellingham
na Mbappe.
No,
but then you know
Mbappe thing.
No, I think they had expressed interest. Then I don't know if it was Mbappe who was offered to them. I don't know. But then now the story changed, and now they think Vinicius is better than Mbappe and all that. And so, but you see, nothing stops them from getting Mbappe and Bellingham.
Yeah.
Because Mbappe literally could just go into the center. Imagine front three. Yeah, Mbappe, Vinicius, and anyone else. Hata wewe. Hata wewe.
Hata mimi nitafunga mabao.
Munaua Europe mzima. Rodrigo, it could be Asensio. And so it's
yeah, that would be dangerous as far.
Yeah.
Alafu mid kuna Kamavinga, Chouameni and Valverde
or Bellingham.
Oh my god.
That is domination.
That's the team you'll have to beat to win the Champions League.
10-15 years. You can imagine.
Christ.
So now labda sasa waanze kufikiria story ya keeper na center back mwingine na right back mwingine.
Yeah.
So cause Mendy is fairly young, so left back is sorted.
Yeah. Even Carvajal, you feel like he's not going to be there for long.
Carvajal is old, and you know he's had some heart issues before. Not that it would... Yeah, there's a time he missed a few months because...
Yeah. Okay.
It wasn't to Eriksen's extent.
Yeah.
Who, by the way, won comeback of the year, which was very...
Eriksen?
Literally, he came back.
They did. Like, damn.
Yeah.
All right. So that's that with La Liga.
An interesting thing. When David Beckham was unveiled for Real Madrid, the mascot was Carvajal.
No
You're lying.
Yeah. He's been there his whole life.
Are you serious?
Madridista for life.
Sisi yao Wednesday.
Yeah. All right. So that's that. Na nilikuwa nasikia kina Neymar, Messi waliwapiga ma video call Barcelona kuwaambia like well done Congole and shit.
Neymar was in Barcelona actually.
Oh, he was in Barcelona. Yeah, because I mean Paris wamtagi anyway.
But sasa umesema nini ya Neymar na Messi? Pale PSG I don't know if Mbappe would move this window
Mbappe
because
has a clause in his contract that says he can terminate his contract, I think, in 2024.
Mbappe pays himself. Bro, they gave him all the power. Mbappe renegotiates his own nini na yendo na sign.
Ihe Paris ibambi.
Nataka
Barcelona. Fuck this shit.
Kunyeshewa kidogo.
Contract, your contract. See you never.
But because Messi anatoka huko.
Messi, they are saying Barcelona, they are doing everything they can. They will have to do a lot.
I don't even know if it has to be Barca. It could be anyone. Or okay, not anyone really.
Messi akitoka huko anaenda wapi kwingine? He ain't coming to the Premier League.
Ningekuwa Messi, okay. There are options. Saudi is an option just because of the money. Saudi is China 10 years ago, sindio?
Yes.
So now the money is there and all that, and Ronaldo, Messi,
The whole bid of the World Cup and stuff.
they'll try, and exactly. There's going back to Argentina.
That's out of question.
Let me tell you, these things happen. Tevez went back to Boca. Just
Tevez
you know that.
Messi?
No, of course. Skia.
Messi
So
need-
skia. See, we're talking about possibilities.
Okay.
The way you
That's
were
the
waiting for Man City to lose the next 3 games.
Yeah, the list
See,
of
that's a
possibilities.
possibility.
That's you see, like how I want Man City to lose the next 3 games.
Uh-huh.
The list of possibilities. Now that one is also among
Okay, but it's also a possibility.
Okay.
Sindio, just
Okay.
for the romance, maybe 6 months.
Alright.
But Messi has like 3-4 years still at the top level. And so clubs that make sense, of course, would be Barca. But for him to go back to Barca have to offload 4, 5, 6 players. Because at a while, what they did financially, walijaribu.
A lot
Kitambo
of
time ya
levers.
Bartomeu. And today, I think
I feel like
30
if
minutes
Barcelona
ago,
was working Kenya Railways, bro,
unafikiriangaje jamani?
hizo levers wanaweza fanya kazi nzuri sana.
That's fun.
But yeah,
But yeah, so then they mess themselves up. And for them to get Messi, you'd have to sell your De Jongs, probably
Rafinha's.
But you see, I don't know if Rafinha would fetch a lot of money. But a Brazilian Wabasa, probably. So you need... What happened to Fati, bro?
Yeah.
He injured. But yeah.
Anyway, that's that, bro. Let's wind up with a few takes. West Ham might win the Conference League.
I know where this is going.
West Ham
They
might
might.
win the Conference League. They might get to the finals. They might actually not meet Fiorentina. I think Fiorentina walikanyangwa first game.
Alikuwa acheza nani?
Is it
One of
Basel?
those-
If I'm not wrong, I think Basel won the game. So West Ham might win the Conference League.
They might.
They might finish 15th in the league. They will be in the Europa League next season. So 2 things. Did they have a better season than us? No? If you dare say anything close to that, but did they?
So you're going to...
And then, if they win, they go to the Europa League. So do we have 2 teams in the Europa League from England? The team that finishes 5th does not go to the Europa League.
No. So the slot, the Champions League, the extra slot, the winner, Europa League. It doesn't matter what country you're coming from. That one is just for whoever has won. Whether it's England, Norway,
So
whatever.
mtakuja mkiwa nini?
That's why when an English team wins, you have 5 teams in the Nini.
In the Champions League.
But also, bear in mind that, okay, this is for next season. The other season, 23-24, we're moving to 36
No,
teams.
24-25.
It's 23-24.
No, the coming one is 23-24.
24-25, you're right.
Yes.
24-25 is when now we are moving
The
from
whole format
32
is changing, yeah.
to 36 teams. We're going to have 98. Is it 98 more games? Some crazy number. It's
And that's-
96 or 98.
Let me tell you, that's exactly why I want us not to win the Champions League next season. Because they will
Do you
say, the format that you got, Arsenal has never won it. Since Arsenal played in the Champions League, the format has since changed, or since even won it. There's so much banter that can come with that, bro. Hey, Champions League imechange kama bado
Wanawabadilishia na
Wamebadilishia bado babe.
Habushi.
Huwezi jisaidia.
na mnasaidiwa.
Yeah.
But
So,
it's
yeah.
wild. It's wild. It's going to
But the
be a league format.
is crazy, yeah.
But you see, the thing is, that's just taking its toll on the players. And you see, for them, now kina UEFA, that's just looking for ways to make more money.
Of course, they are threatened by the
And
fucking
on,
Super
and
League.
so it's... Do you think that thing will go through?
I don't
Still.
want it to. I don't.
None of us
anyway,
want it to.
I don't know.
But Perez...
Sisi kama Kenya
Perez.
tunawatching tu kwa TV.
Si tutawatch
So wakisema wanacheza hii format different from nini, we just fucking watch it.
hatuna
It's
option.
like the pitbull guys. F1 ikichange waambie sasa tuko na 27 races. They fucking watch all the fucking
Tuna
27.
drive mabike.
Na wakiambiwa races zimechange in their format, they'll just fucking abide.
Utawatch.
You don't make any. That's the same way with Carabao Cup. If this is a major honor, you fucking agree it's a major honor. If it's not a major honor, you don't fucking agree.
And so now,
And
since it's a major honor,
and they have never
sindio?
mentioned it being a major honor. They have mentioned the shield though. Is it called the shield? The community shield. Yes. It's a major honor. They have mentioned that one. So it's what it is. You just follow what they say. You don't make the rules. We don't make the rules.
Are you guys... Are you...
Yeah. So let's complete this thing. So West Ham better season than Arsenal.
Ndo maana ushinagi quiz.
Better season.
Ni akili ina gani? Of course
Better
not
season than
a,
Arsenal.
not a better season than Arsenal.
Okay.
But
Still a trophy in the bag though.
it's a European
big
trophy. And
for West Ham, that's big.
there've been big teams in that competition. Well, big relatively.
Yeah.
Like just in Europe. And so it's like for them bragging rights wise. Fans versus fans. Yeah.
No, man. That's huge. All right.
Mwambiani.
Yeah. Conference League. The team that won the Conference League last season might just go to the Europa League final this season and play in the Champions League next season, managed by one manager. who has already won 3 European trophies.
Special one.
What are the odds of these fuckers going to the Champions League next season? Okay, they cannot win it, that's for sure. But,
But winning Europa League.
Just progressive from one tournament to the other.
That's true. There was a hot take somewhere regarding that.
Yeah.
And me honestly,
United, bana. Man United.
where to Leah?
Okay.
That's a heartbroken man.
I was going to say the same shit.
Oh, wallahi.
That nigga is heartbroken.
So,
But yeah.
Jose Mourinho winning the Conference League with Roma is better than Pep winning the Champions League with Man City.
No, it's not.
Listen, I'm telling you, that's
Conference
why
League.
that's why it's a hot take.
Okay, go on.
Utanisikiza, mimi ndo nakushow. And so, it's because look at where Roma were, look at their finances, look at the kind of players they have and all that. Look at Pep and how many years he's done it at Man City, his financial backing, the route they've had and all that. And so it's a very interesting debate pale
Let
online.
me tell you, it's not a hot take, bro.
Why not?
It's not a fucking hot take.
You think Pep winning Nini with Man City
Conference League, bro.
I get it's a
Hii ni
European,
West Ham wanakuja kubeba Conference League.
it's a European
West Ham
trophy.
yeah. The lowest of cadres of European trophies.
Hata sisi hatuna by the way.
Of course, because you don't play there.
Not
Conference League is so light, bruv. There is
Not
no
yet.
there is competition, not heavy competition. I don't think it's a hot take.
But hard Nini.
It's an easy tournament. It's not easy.
It's not easy.
But you cannot compare the strength of opponents there with the Champions League. Because on Champions League on steroids.
But you see, it's different levels. You know how they say different levels, different demons.
Yeah?
Akili yako
Yo,
iko
seriously,
nationaje,
Conference
surely.
League wakula tu mandizi na glucose. Kule ni steroids, bro.
So the
It's fucking
steroids
heavy,
na
the best
protein
of the
shakes,
best
didididi.
Europe. You're going to go to play to Latvia. You unacheza sijui na
Kwa shamba na part-time farmers.
Shake. Buda unapelekwa Allianz Arena.
Well, wejua there's a debate.
I don't buy that debate though.
Well, me I like it.
I
I
don't.
like it. We live for debates.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Cancelo, Mane, persona non grata, Bayern, who's up for grabs. Arsenal are linked with Cancelo.
Yeah.
I think he would maybe be a good signing.
Good. Cancelo is good. He's a good player.
Kuna kashida na guys though.
He has an attitude problem.
I don't know if he can be if he cannot be handled by Pep, who's going to handle you?
And by Bayern,
And by Bayern, okay, Thomas Tuchel. Him,
but in Bayern too, you see,
chief. There's a problem there.
and for me, looking at how you guys have made progress, bringing in Cancelo, in as much as he's skilled and talented and all that, that kind of energy in a young squad might
Not the
be
best. It's not the
toxic.
experience you're looking for. Because you're looking for experience, but it's not the kind of
I don't think, not from him. He's a good player and all that, but
Yeah,
if I were
top
you,
quality for sure.
I'd steer clear. You see, if you were to do probably Mane, let's just wildly say Mane, and probably make him your number 2 center forward or your number 1, wapigana Jesus.
That would be
now
interesting.
that's loved at that.
Yeah.
But
I don't know where Mane is going to go. He's not been linked with any club.
it's just wild. And he can't go back to Liverpool because now
it's not
that
happening.
squad would be bloated. But you know, Klopp ni mtu emotions.
Yeah.
So
Exes
maybe
go back to Liverpool. I thought Exes only go back to Manchester United and Chelsea and a third of Arsenal.
yeah, the same guys who brought back.
I said a third of Arsenal.
Well, okay. Yeah.
But especially the big Exes, the one you had romantic, deep relationships with. Fucking Manchester United.
Did you not bring back Henry the other day?
That's a long time ago.
Nande,
Before COVID.
bro.
Kitambo sana. Anyway,
That was when the world was normal. COVID made us think
yeah, na
otherwise.
hiyo ndio benchmark moving onwards.
Hapana.
Anything happened
Kwenda.
before COVID doesn't fucking
Kwenda
matter.
huko.
Lastly, Poch to Chelsea.
Poch is a good
Discuss 10
manager.
marks.
Poch is a good manager. Chelsea are serial winners, even if they're having a horrible
Two
season.
contrasting thing is, Chelsea are serial winners. He's a serial bottler.
And Todd Bowley didn't know anything about football.
didn't know
So now that's a weird
What a
mixture.
mashup, bro.
It's weird. It's like Sauti Sol singing what? Japanese reggae.
Or the hip hop.
Exactly. It's very, you don't expect
Yeah.
to see something like that. But mpira udunda.
Yeah.
Maybe Todd Bowley might actually sit back and say, hey, let me listen to this guy. Nimepigwa banter this whole time. I also want to make money. There's no way I'm making money if we are losing consistently. So let me give this guy time, listen to what he wants.
Yeah.
And I hope that Poch is given that time. Because Poch was a good
He
manager.
deserves something, brother.
He does.
Yeah.
Even if he's he's been at Spurs, PSG and all that. I feel like Chelsea has winning in their DNA.
Do you feel like next season, with nothing else to play for, Chelsea, we kind of need to check out on them?
They have the players.
Yeah.
And they have those
I don't
players.
think Mudryk is going to have a howler next season.
They have those
Just
players
so
for
we're clear.
8+ years. Have you seen the size of those contracts?
The only shida ni dressing room. Hakuna. Imejaa.
But you see, it's
Sawa
a new,
wanaoga in turns.
that's fine. Hata kwa nini inaitwaje kwa post match
Yeah.
na pre match ma conferences hata watu
Wanaketi kwa floor.
wanabebana wawili tupendane hapo nyuma.
Zile vitu nakaa kwa kiti ndio
Baada kuona chukua tu video natoka. Tupendane.
Yo, it's crazy.
But what I think is if he's given time to sift and sieve that squad, bro, Enzo is a good player, Mudryk is a good player. They have very many young players, Madueke, my guy, Bola, and so I feel like if he has that time and he's given some financial backing for him to get his own players, he just might do something. Even for them going into the top 4 next season, after a season like this, is huge strides for them. Yeah. And so I just hope there's enough time for Poch for him to do his thing.
Cool. We can only hope for him in such manners because everywhere he's gone, everywhere you go, it's just bottling, man.
Well,
be it Spurs, be it PSG.
Well,
I don't know.
You can take the man out of Spurs, but you cannot take Spurs out of the man.
This man also had saints in him. The saints who are going down right now.
And now PSG who are in turmoil.
Yeah. Akona DNA ingine
Hiyo yake imeshika mbaya hiyo.
Ka Wout Weghorst.
Deadly. Na Wout fires brother yake.
Na bro yake, man. All right, that's what's up. That's all we had to do for today. Thank you so much for catching up with us.
Yep.
Don't forget, like I said, you can catch this on Google Podcast, on Spotify, on YouTube, and those ones. Yes, but more so on YouTube because, like I said, it's crazy how you can catch podcasts on YouTube.
That's wild.
Fucking love it.
It's wild.
Fucking love it. All Arsenal fans, we did not bottle the league. We lost to a better team.
You lost to Brighton.
We take the L, we take the slap in the chin, and just
turn the other
and just be back stronger and better
next season. I love it.
Aluta continua.
Tunaenda kuzistitch hizo.
Good morning from top of the table. The only person anafaa kututisha ni watu watano in Nairobi.
Ni watatu, watu wengine wawili wapi?
No, I know.
Lotan,
Gift, who else? Tobiko hizitisha mtu.
Kwa serious. Tobiko amekuwa na ID tu months.
Juzi. Tobiko amepata ID juzi zikipeanwa the new ones.
So you need 2.5
Salim Waziri. Sijui alipotelea wapi. Wanaishi hapo. Wanne.
Man City.
The only 4 people wanafaa kukusumbua kidogo.
Do better.
All these other lot, don't you fucking dare feel shit about them.
Tupatane online.
Thanks so much. Adios. Always a fucking pleasure.
And it's a wrap.